Hi, welcome back to a new Boundless Society video. Today we're going to talk about the phrase, don't like it, you can just quit. As stated in the video description, quitting is not a solution to the actual problem. In fact, it doesn't even address the problem at all. If you're watching this video, you probably already know what the issues are. We're going to discuss just a few here. The lack of choice and autonomy in what you work on from day to day, hour to hour, minute to minute. The second one, working hours are not up to you. You have to be in at 6 a.m., but you may be more productive coming in at 8 a.m. Also, you don't get a choice in the upper limit of hours. Feel like 60 is your limit? How about 40 or 25? Maybe no more than 5 hours a day. An example here, Shore just signed a contract to work a part-time gig, 3 8-hour shifts. Surprise, surprise, her first day, her boss tells her he feels part-time hours means 32 hours to him. The third, managers micromanaging because they are stressed, or micromanaging to make them feel more productive. Every job I had, we were able to get more work done in less time without the boss there, and we had fun doing it too. Number 4, I used to think that good and profitable ideas were rewarded, encouraged, and would be quickly implemented. Nope. A lot of people managing companies don't know how technology works and fear using what they don't understand. They believe a computer can glitch and cause a lot of issues, or that because it is faster, the data must therefore be unreliable. In our case, Shore and I both try to find ways of automating our work to make our lives and our cool coworkers easier. The cool ones who know how to keep a secret. A program only does what you specifically tell it to do, and yes, with a little thought, you can catch anomalies and errors and make adjustments. Our tools usually help us with simple tasks like copy, replace text, copy, move, rename files, etc. Very simple things. But we feel like we're working with a hand tied behind our backs and handicapped for absolutely no reason. And the last one on my list, we are unable to be creative at work. For example, a billion-dollar company I worked for offered us a chance to win prizes for million-dollar ideas. And 2 of those prizes were $1,000. Like, how about giving me 50% each year of those additional millions? Or even 1%. I could retire my family and friends off that money. Especially if I stayed on working and finding more million-dollar business ideas. I would actually be excited to do this. I would be the most loyal employee and excited to get out of bed to go to work in the morning. I know you can think of more issues with your workplace, some specific to your company, your industry, and even some that affect most companies. So no, the solution is not to quit your job. That's just a band-aid. You're swapping one set of problems for a new set, which in the short term may honestly be stimulating and enjoyable. There are improvements that we can make, and there are actual solutions. To implement these solutions, we need time, mental space, energy, and to be able to mitigate or tamper the consequences of being fired. This is done by spreading out the fallout over a larger area. By working together, coming together as a community, we could all do better by combining tasks as multiple households, working with our neighbors and our friends. We could all do better by combining tasks as multiple households, working with our neighbors and our friends, in a way, combining income and resources, taking turns doing things like laundry, cooking, doing the dishes, cleaning the bathroom, vacuuming, shopping, running errands, doing product research, doing vehicle regular maintenance, etc. If 1 or 2 people get laid off, they are free to take up more of the non-9 to 5 workload, and at the same time won't have to worry about how they are going to feed themselves or pay rent, freeing up their mind to focus on finding a job, even a part-time job. They would be able to thrive instead of falling down into depression and falling down into credit card debt with 25% interest rates, on top of the risk of having their car repossessed or being evicted into the streets. We all know you need an address and a car to find work, making this jobless time ever so much more stressful and anxiety-inducing. What, you may ask? Come together and share resources? Communism, you scream at us. Shore and I believe in communityism. Communism and capitalism with its bootstrapping does not work for 90% of the population. Community, small groups of people is the answer. Zero government involvement needed. Not only for our physical health and safety, but for our mental health as well. Only in recent years is it that we don't live near our family. We used to have multiple households of our blood relatives living near each other, if not in the same house, with grandparents able to help raise the kids and make dinner, as well as educate the children and pass on life skills. Surviving paycheck to paycheck is not living. Pretending to be happy and passionate and excited for a job and company when we'd rather be fishing or napping is not living either. It would be refreshing to be able to be honest when job searching and be able to say, yeah, I'm overqualified, but I'm here for the paycheck. And I won't be stressed out 24/7, mentally taxed. And that sounds fantastic. But as individuals, we must do all these things in the limited amount of free time that we have while working our 9 to 5s with a smile on our face for our bosses. Shore and I were talking last night about our previous attempts at rallying those around us to make changes to the system and our life circumstances. At times, our friends, and other times, our coworkers. People would initially say, yes, that's what we need. I would love to do that. But when it came time to actually take even the smallest form of action, like meeting up and coming up with an actual plan, they always came up with excuses. We don't blame them though. Currently, the risks outweigh the rewards. The indoctrination from school and society is hard, if not impossible, to overcome for most people. We struggle with those lies ourselves. Because we are raised and trained to believe that the only meaning to life is working, if not for ourselves, then for the company. And hopefully, through either of these options, if we're lucky, save hard, and invest correctly, we can retire and enjoy the last remaining years of our lives in peace and relaxation. I want to live now. I have ideas to take from my imagination and bring into reality. I want to play soccer, go hiking, make the lives of people easier, share my computer programming knowledge and exercise and diet knowledge with others, run some marathons, race a half marathon, and try to win it. My desire for money has always been simply only enough to make things happen while being able to eat healthy and afford decent medical preventative care. Like, that's too much to ask for, like to see a dentist and get a, health checkup. But currently we have, so you don't like your job, you can just quit, which I feel like we can agree is not the answer. The solution is a life of meaning, of contribution, of overcoming challenges, of personal development and growth. A life of trial and error, of discovering your passions, drives, and joys. A life worth living. A life that is unique to you. Shore and I not only want this for ourselves, but for everyone. Our way of getting there is through forming a community and being the example of change, to show it is absolutely possible and possible for everyone. We are building a community with you. We are building a platform where we all can freely share our knowledge and skills with one another. We will start a nonprofit and as a community buy a large plot of land to build tiny homes, set up solar, and create farms. A place where the tired can come for a respite from the grind. With more time and freedom comes more opportunity and creativity. Join us in our project and be part of the change. Become a Boundless Society member today, subscribe to our channel, share your stories in the comments below, share your knowledge, advice, and skills with one another. And when we build the platform, join us there, where it will be even easier to share our knowledge, skills, and resources with one another. Only by coming together can we begin to make a real change in the world. And by coming together, you can now say, you are not alone. Quotable quote for today: those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it. George Santayana. Meaning, if you don't know history, you're doomed to repeat it.